Can't we close every month? Can't we close every month? The problem requires a creative solution. The problem requires a creative solution. I had never had sushi before, but now it is one of my favorite foods. I had never had sushi before, but now it is one of my favorite foods. Digest. Digest. Can you pick me up from the airport? Can you pick me up from the airport? How have you been? How have you been? The article explores the link between diet and mental health. The article explores the link between diet and mental health. They swam across the lake to the opposite shore. They swam across the lake to the opposite shore. How are you going to work? How are you going to work? Shouldn't you clown later at 2 a.m.? Shouldn't you clown later at 2 a.m.? I have a runny nose. I have a runny nose. They continue in the afternoon. They continue in the afternoon. How fascinating. How fascinating. Their grandmother was a cop. Their grandmother was a cop. You did not return. You did not return. He was fixing a broken bike in the garage. He was fixing a broken bike in the garage. Turn into. Turn into. Tomorrow we will be playing football in the park. Tomorrow we will be playing football in the park. Do we need to do anything with my web address? Do we need to do anything with my web address? They dated for years before deciding to get married. They dated for years before deciding to get married. I usually have breakfast at home. I usually have breakfast at home. Can I use my loyalty card for a discount? Can I use my loyalty card for a discount? Great query. Great query. He will have finished painting the house by next month. He will have finished painting the house by next month. Has to listen. Has to listen. In 10 years I will buy a new house. In 10 years I will buy a new house. We had been hiking in the mountains all day, so we were tired by evening. We had been hiking in the mountains all day, so we were tired by evening. He had prepared his breakfast before his family woke up. He had prepared his breakfast before his family woke up. Is your stepdad the weatherman? Is your stepdad the weatherman? The fireworks display was magnificent. The fireworks display was magnificent. We bought a pair of shoes from the store. We bought a pair of shoes from the store. Let me help you. Let me help you. Shouldn't there be a butcher every 2 weeks? Shouldn't there be a butcher every 2 weeks? You wanna drink something? You wanna drink something? What is the English word for blank? What is the English word for blank? They shouldn't be sheriffs occasionally. They shouldn't be sheriffs occasionally. I have to request one later in the morning. I have to request one later in the morning. Should they be archaeologists? Should they be archaeologists? We had the plumber fix the broken sink. We had the plumber fix the broken sink. Are we holding at noon? Are we holding at noon? Can we work then? Can we work then? I'll call you as soon as I get home. I'll call you as soon as I get home. They should have fixed the car before the trip. They should have fixed the car before the trip. Where will you stay while you're here? Where will you stay while you're here? Then he wouldn't complain from 5 a.m. Then he wouldn't complain from 5 a.m. She had her hair done by a professional hairdresser. She had her hair done by a professional hairdresser. They wouldn't build walls on a weekly basis. They wouldn't build walls on a weekly basis. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. Walking around. Walking around. We like to watch movies on Friday nights. We like to watch movies on Friday nights. Your half-brother is a lawyer. Your half-brother is a lawyer. How much does a cup of tea cost? How much does a cup of tea cost? Works for 10 years. Works for 10 years. Answer the phone when it rings. Answer the phone when it rings. He is walking along the river. He is walking along the river. This is your brother. This is your brother. I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. You can't be a weekly locksmith. You can't be a weekly locksmith. As you see, we are frequent homeowners. We are frequent homeowners. She is writing a story for her blog. She is writing a story for her blog. We've never been to Japan. We've never been to Japan. He has to catch the bus to go to work. He has to catch the bus to go to work. We usually take the subway to work. We usually take the subway to work. I ate eggs for breakfast. I ate eggs for breakfast. I am available. I am available. Download. Download. Will you buy it? Will you buy it? What is your favorite animal? What is your favorite animal? What did you say? What did you say? We will not improve on a weekly basis. We will not improve on a weekly basis. His wife is a detective. His wife is a detective. White is the color of the abdomen. White is the color of the abdomen. Not focused soon? Not focused soon? I wanted to say, you should be more careful when crossing the street. You should be more careful when crossing the street. Can you be responsible? Can you be responsible? Should not be forced immediately. Should not be forced immediately. He read a newspaper in the morning. He read a newspaper in the morning. You rarely go to the gym. You rarely go to the gym. I'm holding the ball. I'm holding the ball. Can you extend it? Can you extend it? Their dog is barking. Their dog is barking. He'll be working on his project all night tonight. He'll be working on his project all night tonight. The teacher writes on the whiteboard. The teacher writes on the whiteboard. Was she a stylist 2 years ago? Was she a stylist 2 years ago? I'm going to have to miss your concert because I have to work. I'm going to have to miss your concert because I have to work. How far is it to the nearest bus stop? How far is it to the nearest bus stop? I have to make a phone call. I have to make a phone call. Were you watching TV all day before realizing you had a lot of work to do? Were you watching TV all day before realizing you had a lot of work to do? Shouldn't I cry? Shouldn't I cry? I never go to bed without brushing my teeth. I never go to bed without brushing my teeth. Which is your favorite museum? Which is your favorite museum? Wasn't she the receptionist every year? Wasn't she the receptionist every year? They used to have a dog but he passed away. They used to have a dog but he passed away. Why does it snow in winter? Due to low temperatures. Why does it snow in winter? Due to low temperatures. He will play video games with his friends. He will play video games with his friends. We can go camping in the mountains. We can go camping in the mountains. Would send 10 years. Would send 10 years.